Good morning, everyone, or good day. I'm doing a little tour of my fall garden. It's September, and I want to show you what's still here. Still, all the peppers are here. Tons and tons and tons of peppers. Pepper trees. See, I have them in this here, and I keep them close because I get them to grow, to fight, to grow, push above each other, like tall trees. Each tree want to go up to the top to get the sun, so I kind of clump them together. If you ever wondered why I did that, to let them, once they get big size, I do that because they grow taller. But look at this, this is my hand here. It's taller. This is callaloo. This is those big leaf Jamaican callaloo. Look at that, big. I've never had one this big. I've had callaloo and they're big, but this one I didn't cut it. I always cut them from this small, but this time I let it out. Look over here. I put some in this thing here. I started them in here, and then I transferred some here, and I've been cut this. I cut 3 times off of these already. 3 times I cut them, and they're springing back every time. And see, they're putting on. Yeah, I've used a lot of it, so. This is they're like elephant ears callaloo. They're big. All right. Let's get back to the peppers. So, peppers laden on the tree. There's a lot of peppers on the trees. Lots of peppers. Now I have this mesh. Can you see it? It's this mesh that I bought on Amazon and put them around the peppers, because I wouldn't have any if I had left it up to the deers. So now I have bird pepper. I have bird pepper, I've got cayenne pepper, and I also have chocolate pepper that's just coming up. I have a few of them. Peppers, but I bought a new greenhouse. And again, this is like the 3rd greenhouse or 4th. And I'm gonna put it up. It's very windy back in the backyard here. So it's hard to maintain a greenhouse. Let me see if I can pick some of these peppers. The thing is preventing me. I'm picking them. So there you go. Fat, nice peppers. And you're always supposed to pick off your peppers so they could bear more. The more you pick, the more they bear. And I've been doing that, but man, I have a lot of peppers. I've been selling some peppers. If you want pepper, you can go to my Etsy store and find Scotch bonnet peppers. I keep saying peppers. It's Scotch bonnet peppers. Jamaican Scotch bonnet. And there's some trees that's just coming up. Look at this one. I think you have one ripe one. But there's a few of them that I found that was just coming up. Take more color. This is cowpeas just coming up. But look at the peppers. And look here. Another gungo. Just starting to blossom. Gungo tend to blossom in the fall. But the 6-month gungo really blossomed the whole from June, and I have had that one. But now this one is just putting on blossoms. Don't know how long it will survive. Don't know if I'll get some peas out of it. But I want to show you this. It's a very small. Look at it. It's very small. We call it sweet pepper, but it's what they call it. I forget the name. Anyway, there's a lot of them, and I had some big ones inside still. Some I cut up. It's still bearing down here. Look at that. Look at that. Still bearing, but some of them are big. But the tree had done so much. I had to pick out some of them early because it's a little tree and it was weighing it down. And see, there's still more, and there's blossoms. Yeah. Well, I've picked quite a bit of these okra. First time I plant okra this year. I didn't go crazy. Here's another callaloo spring up over here. Sometimes they just find themselves at a spot And this is another big one. Look at it. Yeah. They just find themselves at a spot and they grow there once they feel good. There's more callaloo growing. Callaloo always everywhere. And more peppers. Lots of peppers on the tree. I'm gonna do a picking because I'm shipping some to New York on Monday and whoever else order, and I'm gonna pick these. Here's the old I cut out a part of it, but this is the old gungo tree. I pick out the top, see? Break out the top. But it's springing. Look at that. This is what would normally happen when it kind of get old. See the older part and the new spring. When you get old, when we in Jamaica, they get old, the older part leaf drop off, and the spring come up and bear new ones. But I don't think this one gonna survive the winter. Still have tomatoes. Look, I got a lot of tomatoes this year. Thank God, a couple of years ago I planted tomatoes and one day I came out, all of them were blighted and falling over with lots of big tomatoes on them. What they call it? I forgot they call it. They say something bite it. And once you bite it, the whole tree done. Yeah, this is a chocolate pepper. It's just coming up. Just putting on peppers. Oops. Just putting on peppers. Yeah? The peppers. Yeah, and there's about 4 or 5 of them. So because I didn't want to mix the chocolate and the Scotch bonnet this year, so I planted the chocolate after the Scotch bonnet, long after. And I was to get lost. Here's more Scotch bonnet just coming up. Look at this. There's a young Scotch bonnet tree just pushing out, and it's full of blossoms. Yeah. And these. Here's another young Scotch bonnet tree. There it is. And this is the cayenne. I have about 3 or 4 cayenne pepper tree. I have a lot. I hang up some of them over there. I'll show you. But that's it. That's the little garden for now. I have other things around. Pumpkin, quite a few. I'll show you them. And got to watch everything. I've been taking things down.